This is not going to save downtown businesses unless they learn the lessons of the last couple years. I see so many articles like we're going to look at today where there's hope going out in these downtown businesses, the restaurants, the retail spaces, the gyms, everything, that the return to office mandates are going to make everything like it was back in 2019. And what I what really bothers me about that, and when I see this, is the lack of respect it shows for the average employee, right? Just because their folks are returning back to office doesn't mean they're the same people in 2019 that were, able to just throw money around wherever they wanted to, whenever they wanted to. It's a different circumstance now. And for these downtown authorities to be putting this out here. Yes, hey, look, these large companies, and we're going to look at a couple articles today to highlight this, and then talk about really what I talk about with my clients on is that just because the people are coming back down doesn't mean that you've earned their dollars and time. There's folks have changed, circumstances have changed, and people have grown and adapted. So for those that don't know, my name is Ryan Howe. I'm a business coach that works out of West Michigan around the country. I come here live pretty consistently every single day sharing information I share with my clients, and I hope to earn your subscription. So let's take a look at a couple articles here and really just talk about this. These articles, again, links are in the description for them down below. Be sure to go check those out. These came back here, and I saw both of these, and they have the same um, feel to them when you look deep down in the articles where they're talking about how this is going to save the downtowns in these areas where these businesses are at. Now, yes, will it bring some business back for sure? What I would push back on is that the average business, again, when you look at restaurants, um, have they learned the lessons of the last couple of years where patronage is down? And it's not just because people haven't returned to office. Patronage is turned down because, frankly, restaurants have shown a lack of respect for their clientele, either through additional fees that they're adding on, the whole tipping culture, which, we've talked about at length here ad nauseum, everyone else has. And frankly, just the lack of being able to have the staff there that wants to really care about the people that are coming through the door. So in this case, take out where Starbucks employees that are return to office 4 days a week or take a payout, like they're mandating that. And then this one today just came through from the Twin Cities business here. Target issues return to office orders, and their big thing are they're talking about how this is going to have a dramatic uh, effect on the downtown businesses there by having everybody return to Target's headquarters. They are operating under the assumption that all of a sudden, just because this is happening, just because this is occurring, that they're going to start spending money again down in the downtown area. And when I talk with my clients about this, it is something that, we talk about at length. Just because you have a population that has returned, right? They have come back. They may not have been around for a while. It doesn't mean that they're automatically just going to be like, oh, we're back and now here's our money again. How different are things right now compared to 2019 when, prior to the pandemic? But also, I always put 2019 as like the high water mark for Western civilization as far as what should have been the Gilded Age. Everything was good. Everybody was having a good time. We were all out just enjoying our best lives. And then, the last 5 years occurred. So what I go back to here is, okay, so if you are a business owner, and this is what I hear from the vast majority of these downtown business owners, they think simply just because they exist, people are going to come to them. You have a responsibility as a business owner, and you have the opportunity. You have the opportunity, right, with all these folks coming back, you have the responsibility as a business owner to make sure you fully understand who your customers are. And if you have not done what is pretty much should be standard for you to do every 6 months or so as a business owner, if not more often, is complete a ideal client avatar. Like, what exactly are the people who are coming to you for your services? What are they looking for? How are you the best fit for them? If you're operating off the old model, they're not the same folks. The people that are now going to be returning to office, think they have been able to save money on a commute, right? They haven't had to sit in traffic. They have less money now, right, by returning to office. They have been making their own food at home. They have gotten used to being able to do the work when they need to do the work, and now all of that is shifting. How are you going to be able to help them manage that? And what I look for on with all of my clients on this thing here is like, sorry about that, wrong button, is let's make sure that we take time to do that correctly. We want to fully understand what they have here because your job, let's say as downtown business owner, as a restaurant owner, your job is to compel these folks and compel them to spend money with you and your markup and your margins rather than making things at home. Here's rather than not even just making things at home, ordering pickup at the grocery store, taking it home and making it themselves. And then they'll eat at the office. Your job is to say, okay, what can we do to make things easier for them and better suit their needs? Not simply they're back and now the cash cow is here and how do we take advantage of that? And that is the number one attitude that I've seen through more times than I know what to do with here, to where it is completely undermined businesses and their ability not just to attract but retain their customers. So this is a real quick one here today, folks. If you're a business owner in a downtown area or an area near office spaces, that folks are just going to come back to you because of proximity, I would say you're wrong. You need to reassess your, not just your priorities, but reassess exactly what needs these folks require and adjust your business practices accordingly. Unfortunately, I think you're going to have to lower prices. I see that as being a thing. And if you haven't considered that, you may want to start looking at that. All right. So with that, again, just a quick one today. I saw this and immediately, my red flags and the warning bells went off that this is not something that people should just be taking lightly and taking for granted that folks are coming back. You have to re-engage and re-win your customers back one by one by understanding exactly what they need and providing that service for them. All right. So thanks everybody for watching today.